JD Talking Sports. I think we finally fixed it. JD Talking Sports. We're back. Short show, another show. Keep moving, keep it going, keep on, keep on. All right. Hopefully it worked now. I don't know what's going on with everything, but we try. Yeah, I find this all very frustrating. I have a guy coming on 1 o'clock. He's going to help me fix this, and I don't know what I did, but it was pissing me off beyond belief. Yeah, I talked about the Yankees recap about the Yankees. I just don't see it with the pitching and everything. Yankees recap, I just don't see it. I don't see Rodon getting it done. Soto will be okay. It's great. You'll score a lot of runs. You still got to get everybody out on the pitching side. Pitching was a problem last season. Pitching is going to be a problem this season. Rodon cannot stay healthy. Cortez cannot stay healthy. And you have Garrett Cole, who, even with all his numbers last year, what did Garrett Cole do last year? Garrett Cole, how many wins did he get? Garrett Cole last year, 15-4. 15 wins. Not like he won 25, not like he even won 20. And, you know, I don't even know what to say on that front. We'll see. 82 and 80, a lot of injuries last year. We're going to see if it comes to fruition this year. They get it done. Will they get it done? I don't know. I mean, you hope so. Will it happen? I'm not holding my breath. I said they might even be lucky to win 85. He says that's ridiculous. I'll tell you, expect the other teams to play even better this year. They're younger. And Soto really is on a one-year contract, and he's going to want the most money next season, and we'll see if he gets it. That's what's going to happen. Yesterday, UNC, 9th straight win. Nobody scored more than 70. They held. Wake Forest had scored 66 this season, 52-30 in the second half. They were down by a point at the half. R.J. Davis, career high, 36-23 in the second half. They said he was going to need 30 last night to win the game. They are undefeated in the ACC, which is bonkers, right? I mean, unbelievable that they are undefeated in the ACC. They're third in the country. They moved up. They're 16-3, 8-0 in the conference, 52-30 after being down 34-33. Hunter Salas at 18 to lead Wake. And Ellie Cadeau, man, he is improving every single game. Harrison Ingram, 10 points, 14 rebounds. He's a double-double machine. They're ripping Baycott. You know what? It's like when they were, you know, when I talked to Rob about Randall. You know what? If they're winning the games, he had 5.7 rebounds, 4 blocks. What do you need from him? You need to play defense? He doesn't care. You know, I'm watching the Bye Bye Barry documentary. He was 9 yards away his rookie year from beating out Okoye for the NFL rushing lead. 9 yards, sat down. He said it's about the team. It's not about an individual. He doesn't care about that stuff. Baycott right now is playing. He's playing on house money. He's playing his last year. He's going to enjoy himself. When they need him to score, they will. They'll need him to score. They've won 9 in a row. They got blown out by what? Kentucky was the only one game that got blown out this season. All the other games have been close. And they go to Florida State on Saturday. I don't know what else, you know. I mean, they're playing great. They're playing great D. No, I mean, they held. Wake Forest came in. The season low was 66-64. They were missing shots left and right. They got the win, and in the end, that's all that matters. So we watched that. I was talking to Josh. Josh was watching. Then he was watching the end of Kansas. Kansas lost 2 of the last 4. They lost West Virginia on Saturday. They beat Cincinnati yesterday. And I was watching Coco Gauff. Coco Gauff was down 5-1 in the first set. She ended up winning a tiebreaker 8-6. Second set, she's up 5-3. She loses in the tiebreaker. It's already 11:30. I'm like, I can't stay awake. Michigan's like, I can't stay awake. I want to go to the gym this morning. Everything fell apart today. Everything that I wanted to do today did not happen. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do a podcast. I got stuff I can talk about. Let's get rocking and rolling. Let's do something today. And that's what we're doing. And went to bed, and Coco Gauff made her first semifinal. She's going to go at Sabalenka, who she beat in the U.S. Open final back in this past year. So Coco is off to her first semifinal in the Australian Open. Fritz lost to Djokovic in 4 sets after getting one of his biggest wins ever. It happens, man. It happens. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And sometimes it's just not your day. Yeah, so Hartenstein, I talked about, left Achilles tendinopathy, questionable. He's averaging 7 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. They're at the Nets tonight, 26-17, 82 their last 10. The Nets are 17-25, 2-8 their last 10. So I said Rozier is going to the Heat, which Knicks, that's not great. So Wemby versus Embiid last night. And Wemby did not have a bad game. What did Wemby do last night? Wemby had 33.7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. But Embiid, that's career high, 18 rebounds last night, 24 of 41 on field goals. And LeBron's out tonight against the Clips, I saw. So 70 points, first Sixer player ever to do that. And only 9 players have scored 70 points. You had Wilt, who had 162. Kobe, 81 in 2006. Then Wilt had 78 in 61. 73 twice in 62. Thompson had 73 in 1978, which is kind of crazy. And Wilt had 72 in 62, which is crazy. So that's the most points since. So think about that. 70 points last night. And then Cat had 62, and they lost 120-105. He did get fouled. They said Leaky Black had a good block at the end, which I thought was a block. It was all arm. All arm. Should have been called, but of course it never is. They sat him down, and the head coach of the T-Wolves, Mr. Finch, was not happy. He said juvenile playing basketball. He was furious with the team how they played yesterday. He said they didn't play good defense. Hornets are not a good team, and it's a game they're 10-31. They got their 10th win. You can't lose to a 10-31 team. And you can't lose to a team when he scores 62. You can't. He scored 6 that broke his career high of 60, so he just set a new career high for the T-Wolves with 62 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 21 of 35 on field goals for Cat, 10 of 15 on threes, and 10 of 14 on free throws. And did you see back-to-back games, KD had 40? KD's just, the guys are just scoring like crazy. It's unbelievable. So Philly's 29-12. San Antonio is 8-35. 21-23 in free throws, too, for Embiid. And Wilt had 68 back on December 16, 1967. He scored 100 for the Philadelphia Warriors, not the Sixers. And he's had 30 points, 21 straight games. Giannis had the previous high this year, 64. And 70 points is no joke. I mean, that's a game, man. That is a serious, serious game of basketball. That's in fuego. Yes, that's impressive. I saw that. I was like, whew, that is a ball game, folks. That is a serious, serious basketball game. How about Thursday? Number 9, LSU hosts number 1, South Carolina. South Carolina is 17-0, 5-0 in the SEC, and LSU is 18-2, 5-1. That's Thursday, 8 p.m. on ESPN. So we have the AP top 25, UConn, Purdue, UNC up from 4. Houston's up from 5-4, and the Volunteers are up from 6-5. Kansas went down 4-7. They won last night. Auburn's up 5-8. Duke went from 7-12. Baylor went from 9-15. Illinois went from 11-10 and went from 14-10, and Oklahoma went from 15-11. Dayton went up from 21-16. Memphis went from 10-19. And at the Tulane game, a fan kind of, one of their star player, it looked like he kind of tapped him on the back. They said he pushed him, where Caitlin Clark got rocked when they lost at Ohio State on Sunday, I think it was. Saturday or Sunday, got knocked out. I mean, they can't have the fans rushing the court. Players are going to get hurt. Players are just trying to get off the goddamn court. And she got rocked by thank God she didn't get seriously hurt, but that could have been bad. Texas Tech up 5 from 25-20. And the women, UCLA lost in overtime to Utah. Utah had never beaten a top 2 team. They did it yesterday in overtime. So they went up from 5-2. And Oregon State is now in the top 25. They get to play Colorado on Friday, and Sunday they play Utah. So how about Oregon State just got in top 25? They're going to play number 3 Colorado and number 16 Utah, which is probably going to go up. Kansas State is 4. They handed, before the loss to Ohio State, that was the only team to beat Iowa this year. Iowa down to 5. And Stanford up 2-6, and their Vanderveer got is it Tara? I want to get that name right. She passed Coach K for most wins ever in college basketball. Started in 1978. Tara Vanderveer, most wins ever in college basketball history, coaching. That's impressive. So they moved up. NC State went from 4-7. USC went from 6-11. Notre Dame's 15. They're up 4. Utah's up 4 at 16. Louisville went from 13-18. UNC went from 23-20. Nice going, UNC. And Florida State